And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Harlan Rogers Field and 2015 State Tournament Softball First Round Action Class 2A. And we've got an area team on the field ready to take action. We're following the Cascade Cougars coming into the tournament here, facing a very, very good North Union Warrior team ranked number 5, coming in with a 33-9 record. We are on just a little bit late. The first game went 8 innings, and it was quite a game as IKM Manning defeated Central Springs by a score of 8-7 in 8 innings. So the winner of this game will face IKM Manning Thursday at 1:30 p.m., and the loser will face Central Springs. That will be tomorrow at noon. And we are underway here. Cascade on the mound. Let's set their defense for them as they are the home team tonight. Lindsey Dolphin, the junior, is on the mound. Behind the plate, the other half of the battery is Lisa Tucker. She's a sophomore for the Cougars. Playing first base is Bailey Clemens. A sophomore, second base, Annie Meyer, also a sophomore. There's ball 2. Excuse me, that's ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Let's finish setting the defense. Noel Green, the fine sophomore at shortstop, and Laura Kramer, another sophomore. You can see Cascade has a bevy of sophomores in this lineup, so look for good things to come from them. In the outfield, there's a soft ground ball back to Dolphin, and she will toss it over to Clemens for the 1-3 put out as Kirsten Millen will go out easily on that easy grounder. Nice job by Dolphin keeping the ball down. This is a David and Goliath matchup for you tonight, as you've got North Union coming in at 33-9 and leading the state in home runs and RBIs and hits. And I'm telling you what, looking at their batters, looking at their people, they've got some big girls in their lineup. So talk to Coach Ken Weber. He's going to keep the ball down, so hopefully we'll get a lot of ground balls tonight for the Cougars. That's going to be ball 1 for Autumn Boland. She's going to be the catcher for the Warriors from North Union. And North Union used to be North Central Cassuth. And these small towns have joined forces here. And talking to some people, it's taken them a couple of years to gel. And they are together now playing some very fine softball at 33-9 and ranked number 5. There's a strike down the middle by Dolphin, making the count 2-1 to Boland. She's a catcher, and she's going to set in right-handed batter. Dolphin picks up the signal. Wind up, here's the pitch, and it's low. There's another ground ball. Could be tough. And the third baseman boots it, then throws it over the head of the first baseman. That'd be a slow ground ball. Laura Kramer at third, and Noel Green ran into each other. And it was Kramer that picked it up, and it was a high throw to the first baseman. So Boland will take first base on an E5. And 1 out. That will bring up Sarah Rowling for the North Union Warriors. And Rowling is the third base. She's at bat 146 times, and she can whack the ball. She's a 500 hitter for the year, and she's got 11 home runs. So we'll watch the outfield back up a couple of steps for the Cascade Cougars as the Dolphin sets in place. We've got a courtesy runner for the catcher, and that's going to be number 31, Rory McClellan. So number 31 for North Union, Rory McClellan, will be the courtesy runner for Autumn Boland. And our plate umpire, as he goes to the dugout to make the change, to go to the official score to make the change. And Dolphin meets with her infielders there. They got to relax a little bit. It's been a while since Cascade has been to the state tournament. 1998, I believe. 1994 is the last time the Cougars have been to the state tournament. So they're coming out of the River Valley Conference. We'll talk about that in just a little bit when we get a break. Again, the first game lasted a little longer than anticipated. And now we're back to action. There's a wind-up by Dolphin. Pitch comes in high, fastball high, right above the letters of number 1. This is Sarah Rowling. Again, she's the third baseman, and she's a junior. scored 56 runs for the Warriors. And there's an outside pitch, and she takes a whack at it, and that's going to be a foul ball out down the right field line into the bleachers. So our count goes to 1-1. So a nice job by Dolphin keeping the ball out of her power zone. I'm telling you what, the Warriors are wearing sleeveless tops tonight. They're wearing those sleeveless tanks tonight. So these girls have spent some time in the weight room. There's another outside pitch, foul ball into the right side bleachers here. We've got a great view of this field. What a beautiful field this is. Buena Vista University has sponsored this field. And I'm telling you what, it is in great shape tonight. We've got a beautiful night to play softball here at the Harlan Rogers Complex. And I couldn't ask for a better night. No wind at all. Temperatures in the low 70s to start. There's a low ball. And McClellan takes off for second on the pass ball. Dug out of the dirt there by Lisa Tucker, but a pass ball far enough down, far enough back to the backstop that McClellan takes second on the pass ball. So with one out, North Union has runners in scoring position. 2-2's the count, and there's an inside pitch. That's a great pitch by Dolphin as she handcuffs Rowling, and Rowling has to fight it off and sends a foul down the third base line for Coach Art Ingalls. And he's done a masterful job getting his girls together and playing as a team, and they can sure hit the ball. And back to action we go. 2-2's our count. There's the wind up. There's the pitch, and that's a low one. Easy ground ball to the third baseman, Kramer, and she's going to toss it over to Clemens for the 5-3 put out as McClellan takes third base. So a big hopper and a nice play by Kramer, 5-3 put out for the second out. And Peyton Olson steps to the plate for the Warriors. She's a senior. She's going to be pitching tonight. She's had 134 bats, scored 22 runs with 54 hits, and she's batting. Let's check her out here. She's batting .403. Another high chopper to the shortstop, Noel Green, 6-3 put out. I'll tell you what, Cascade Cougars shaking off the jitters just a little bit, making that look easy, as Lindsay Dolphin does a great job keeping the ball down after a half. Score is 0-0, and we'll take a short timeout as we have Cascade step into the plate.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Check them out on their web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
For your home, auto, health, and life insurance needs, American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency, and East Main in Manchester. Best luck to all the area athletes and coaching staff from American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agency in Manchester. Your dream is out there. Go get it. They'll protect it.
Himes Construction is proud to sponsor all the area athletes, teams, coaches, and fans. For all your construction needs, see the experts at Himes Construction, Manchester.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big town inventory with small town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Northeast Iowa Telephone Service in Manchester has everything you need to stay connected. Northeast Iowa Telephone has a staff of professionals available to help you get connected, from the installation of your new entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. Northeast Iowa Telephone Service is your sight, sound, and electronics connection on South Franklin Street in downtown Manchester.
Weber Vending in Cascade congratulates the Cascade Cougars and coaching staff and wishes them the best of luck in state action. Weber Vending is proud to support the Cascade Cougars and all area athletes and coaching staff. Have a snack of a day from Weber Vending in Cascade.
And welcome back to Harlan Rogers Field. Welcome back to Harlan Rogers Field as we have Cascade coming to bat. Cascade will send the pitcher Lindsey Dolphin to the plate. And Lindsey Dolphin comes in. Let's get her stats for you real quick. Lindsey Dolphin comes in. She's a junior. She's had 104 at-bats, and she's hitting a very solid .337 right now. On the mound for North Union is Peyton Olson. And Olson has 27 starts. She's 20-7. She's got 146 Ks to 24 base on balls, so she can throw the pill here. There's an inside fastball as Dolphin fouls it off, making the count 2-2 here. Bottom of the first, the Cascade Cougars are the home field tonight. And there's a change up by Olsen, and she gets Dolphin just watching freeze her, but it's going to be high right above the letters for ball 3, and it's a full count for Dolphin. She had Dolphin frozen in the box, and a Dolphin expecting a fastball, and Olsen throws the changeup to her. There's a fastball by Olsen, fouled off right straight back at us by Dolphin, and Dolphin swinging a quick bat tonight. And again, these Cascade Cougars are no stranger to state tournament action. Basketball qualifying, the girls' track team always has a fine team, so many of these girls have had state tournament experience, so shouldn't be anything. There's another fastball inside by Olsen. And Dolphin fouls it off one more time down the third base line. The count is 3-2. We are scoreless after a half inning. Again, the Cougars won the toss, and they will be the home team on the scoreboard. Next will be Chloe Ray and then Lexi Weber, top 3 batters for the Cougars. There's a nice base hit by Dolphin as it gets back past the third baseman, between the third baseman and the third baseline. There's a nice hit as Dolphin starts her out, and I'm telling you what, it's going to be the speed and the finesse of Cascade against the brute and the power of North Union. And quick hands by Dolphin as she smacks that liner right down third baseline. And at third base, Sarah Rowland could not glove it. That's going to go in the book as it has the first hit of the night. There's a bunt. There's a nice bunt. Nice bunt by Chloe Ray. As she puts it down, that's going to be a 5-4 sacrifice. But that's going to put Dolphin in scoring position at second base. So the left-handed Chloe Ray puts down a perfect bunt. Rowland picks it up and goes to Anna Ingalls for out number 1. Dolphin with good wheels at second. Lexi Weber, the senior center fielder, coming to the plate for the Cougars. There's a pitch by Olsen. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner to southpaw. Batting left side is Weber. She's taking that fastball for a strike. Stepping in the box, right back in the box is Weber. And Olsen takes the sign, the windup, and the pitch. And that's a high fastball on the outside corner, but high by Olsen, working that outside part of the plate, trying to keep out of Weber's power zone. Lexi Weber coming in here. She is a senior center fielder, and she's batting .476, so she can hit the ball. There's a pop-up down third baseline. Might be an out here as Rowland goes over, but it bounces off the Cascade dugout for foul ball and strike number 2. So Weber in the hole, 1 and 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Lexi Weber, then Laura Kramer, one of those fine sophomores for the Cascade Cougars. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball by Weber. But that foul ball, she's going to go back to these up towards the ball, outside corner, ball 2. Then working the outside of the plate is Olsen with that fastball again. 24 strikeouts, 24 walks for Olsen to 146 strikeouts. Opponent's batting average is .203. So he's done a good job for the North Union Warriors on the mound. Back to action we go. The wind up by Olsen. There's the pitch, a high fastball, right ball. She gets the first strikeout of the evening. That's going to be the second out as Weber goes down fighting on that high rise ball. That was a great pitch by Olson, just a little bit above Letters, high enough that Weber could not get a piece of it. Laura Kramer, the third baseman, now to the plate. There's a fastball. That's going to be a base hit. And it gets past the right fielder. Dolphins going to score. The right fielder, Bierstedt. It takes by Bierstedt. It takes a weird bounce to the trailer off away from Bierstedt. That's going to be a double. RBI double by Laura Kramer as the Cascade Cougars take the early lead here. That was a fine piece of hitting as Laura Kramer took that outside pitch, line drive just over the second baseman's head. It tailed away from Bierstedt. There's a fastball by Olson as she comes back. This is Riley Takis. Riley Takis, the right fielder for the Cascade Cougars. Again, Laura Kramer, pretty good wheels on second base. Takis down in the count 0-1. There's a high fastball for strike two as Takis swings through it. And Olson bearing down just a little bit, just coming with high heat. And two hits for the Cougars off the fine pitcher from North Union. There's that changeup, and it's going to drop in. Might be a score. And it's going to be a base hit by Takis as she holds up on the changeup and drops it right over the third baseman's head for a two-out single. That puts runners at first and third with 2 outs, and the catcher, Lisa Tucker, is going to come to the plate. Lindsay Dolphins scoring on that RBI double. Cascade up 1-0 on number 5, North Union. Cascade coming out of the River Valley Conference, finishing 5th or 6th. I have that for you here when we get a chance. The River Valley having 3 teams here at the state tournament, so a fine softball league. Here's Olson. There's a deep fly ball. That's over the third field's head. That's out of here. That's a dinger. That's Lisa Tucker. Taking Olson to deep center field for a 205-foot rocket. And that puts Cascade up. That was a blow. I'm telling you what, she hit that right on the button. And there is no doubt about that when that left the bat to center fielder, Emma Enderby. And the North Union Warriors, all she could do was watch the ball sail over her head. That probably is 200 to straightaway center. That probably went 215. And I'm telling you what, all this with 2 outs. The Cascade Cougars have found a fastball that they like off Peyton Olson. And she comes back to work. Olson comes back to work. So 3 RBIs on that dinger, on that round tripper by the sophomore Lisa Tucker, the catcher for the Cascade Cougars, puts the Cougars up 4-0 in the bottom of 1. This would be a huge upset. Cascade's got going here. Get a lot of ball to play. That's going to be a foul ball out of play by Bailey Clemens, the first baseman, another one of those fine sophomores. Again, in the Cascade lineup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sophomores playing for Coach Ken Weber. And the count is 0-2 to Clemens. And the windup by, there's that changeup. I'll tell you what, it gets past the catcher. Catcher's going to zing it down. Bowen zings it down to Anderson, and that's going to be a 2-3 put out off the K. But what an inning that was for the Cascade Cougars as they scored 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. No errors, and no runners left on base. So the score after 1 is 4-0 in favor of the Cougars. Take another short time out, and we'll be right back with more from the Class 2A state tournament from Harlan Rogers Field here in beautiful Fort Dodge on 94.7 KMCH.
Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence has over 100 years of experience. Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving Eastern Iowa farmers. Wapsie Valley Creamery in Independence, partners in excellence.
Brown Sales and Lacing in Elkader wishes all the area athletes and coaching staff continued success. They realize the hard work and dedication it takes in and out of the classroom. Good luck from everyone at Brown Sales and Lacing, your hometown dealer wherever your hometown may be.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Crop Production Services in Winthrop is proud to support all area athletes and coaches, as well as the fans. For all of your chemical, seed, fertilizer, agronomy, soil sampling, and custom applications, call Crop Production Services in Winthrop.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Welcome back, softball fans, to Harlan Rogers Field. Beautiful field. What a great night to play softball here in the state tournament. And up to bat is Kate Anderson for the Warriors. And she hit a nice, easy, lazy fly ball to the right field. There's a good putt there and a great play. Great play by the catcher, Lisa Tucker for Cascade. A punt by Anna Ingalls. Tucker picks it up and throws a rocket to Bailey Clemens for the 2-3 put out. And that's 3 pitches and 2 outs. You can't ask for a better start for Lindsay Dolphin than 3 pitches and 2 outs. As I was saying, leadoff batter Kate Anderson took a 1-0 pitch, lazy fly ball to right field, and Riley Takis makes the easy catch. And here comes Shaylee Hanning, the designated player for the North Union Warriors. They're 33-9 coming in here. Cascade is hot here. They've been playing some outstanding ball, winning some close games, and getting themselves an easy ground ball back to Dolphin. And that's going to be an easy 1-3 put out as Shirley Henning takes an 0-1 pitch and makes an easy ground ball, sends it right back to Dolphin, and Dolphin throws it over to Clemens at first base for the easy 1-3. So after 1.5, that's going to be no runs, no hits, no errors by Cascade, and nobody left on. So far, Lindsay Dolphin getting the job done. No hits by this powerful North Union Warrior team. And tell you what, Cascade has put on a clinic so far, hitting the ball with 4 runs on 4 hits. We'll stay right here as Olsen's taking the mound, and she's already got her warm-up pitches in. We want to thank tonight's sponsors, Crop Production Services, Herb Green Ford, Onward Bank and Trust, Rice Funeral Home, Weber Metals, and Weber Vending, all in Cascade, supporting the Cougars tonight. We've got a barn burner for you in Dyersville tonight with the Cascade Cougar baseball team taking on their nemesis, the Dyersville Beckman Blazers. That's for a trip to go to Des Moines. I imagine that was a pretty tough ticket to get at Commercial Club Park. I believe they're playing that in Farley tonight on a neutral site. Regardless, I imagine that was a tough ticket to get at Farley Field tonight. So that's on KMCH regular. We are on KMCH.com and pleased to be here. Again, the winner of this game will play Thursday at 1:30. The loser will play twice tomorrow at noon and 4 p.m. So Cascade would certainly love to spend a couple more nights here in Fort Dodge. Well, coming up to the plate for Cascade is 8-9-1. Natalie Frazier takes a low ball 1 from Peyton Olson, fine senior from a North Union. There's a wind-up. There's a fastball inside corner for ball 2. Trying to fake the corners, and Frazier's being very, very patient up at the plate. They're getting ahead in the count, making Olsen groove one, and then the Cougars have tattoo that make it play. There's a pop-up to the first baseman. Off the inside hand of Brianna Anderson, the freshman for North Union, takes that fly out for out number 1. So coming to the plate is shortstop Noelle Green. And she's got very, very good speed for the Cascade Cougars. Let's check out her stats. Noelle Green, she's batting .241. And she's got a couple of stolen bases on the year. On-base percentage is .298. So a pretty good job of getting on base and setting the table for the top of that Cascade order. There's a nice fastball inside corner by Olson, evens the count at 1-1. He has 4 runs for Cascade on 4 hits. Lisa Tucker topping it off with that fine 3-run dinger in the bottom of the first inning. Long foul ball off the inside handle by Noelle Green. She's behind in the count now, 1-2. As Olson takes the sign from her catcher, Autumn Bowen, at the senior battery. There's that changeup. I'll tell you what, that's a deadly pitch. She's got a great changeup, and she floats that right in. And Noelle Green tries to hold back on it, but just can't. That's just like a lollipop on a string. And Olson pulls the string for the strikeout. 2 down now for the Cascade Cougars. That brings us back up to the top of the order, and Lindsay Dolphin. And a changeup to start Dolphin, and that drops a little bit low for ball number 1. Dolphin reaching on a nice hit in between the third baseman and the bag to start the game off with a full count. So she's got a nice eye. There's a fastball high and tight. Dolphin fouls it off into the Cascade fans. Again, Cascade caught between a rock and a hard place tonight with both their teams in tournament action. So we got a fair amount of fans traveling to watch the girls play, and I imagine there's quite a few at Farley Park tonight watching the boys play. There's that changeup, and Dolphin fouls it off the handle right to third baseman Sarah Rowling, and she flips it right back to Olson. And down in the count is Dolphin at 1-2. And Dolphin's got some speed here, ladies and gentlemen. She can really hoof it. I got the lights on here at Harlan Rogers Park. The flags are absolutely still. And great night to play ball here. Got a great location right behind the catcher. We can see all the pitch. There's a high fastball. I'll tell you what, Dolphin takes a cut, sends a foul, long foul ball into the media parking lot. Tell you what, she's got some snap in those wrists. She can really snap those hands, and she's got a lot of power in that little body. Very, very quick hands, quick snap. There's an outside pitch. Olson wanted that pitch. Framed very nicely by Bowen, but just a little bit outside. And Olson really wanted that pitch there and get Olson out on that. We're going to send it again, this time inside. And it's going to be another foul ball down third baseline. Left fielder Kirsten Mullen gets it back to Kate Anderson. She'll get it back to Olson. And senior Lexi Weber leads the team in hitting with a .476 average and a team high 34 RBIs. But so far it's been the bat of the catcher, Lisa Tucker, getting the Cascade up on the board. There's that changeup again, a little bit high right at the letters. There's a full count again by Dolphin. And Dolphin making Olson pitch here. Haven't been keeping track of the pitches that Olson has thrown. But Cascade making her work. There's a wind-up. That's down the middle. And again, a foul ball. So Olson has her timing, Dolphin has her timing on Olson. She's getting that ball. Hitting that ball out in front of the plate and pulling everything to the left side. I see her third baseman, Sarah Rowling, is now about 6 inches off the third baseline. There's a pop up to the first baseman. Let's see if the freshman can make the play as it bounces off the Warrior dugout. We got Bowen there. We got Anderson there and Ingalls all trying to make the catch, but just a little bit too far out of play for the long arm of the freshman, Brianna Anderson. In full count for Lindsay Dolphin. Again, trying to go 2 for 2 tonight. And the wind up, and there's the pitch. That's going to be a pop-up. Let's see who's got it this time. It's going to be the catcher, Autumn Bowen, making the catch. That's going to be a fly out 2 to end the inning. And 3 up, 3 down. So Peyton Olson silences the bats. Silences the bats of the Cascade Cougars. That's the score after 2. Cascade still up 4-0. Let's take a short timeout. We'll be right back with the top of the third. Stay with us on State Tournament action on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff from Financial Strategies and Dave's Complete Construction. For all of your financial planning and finance needs, see Vicki at Financial Strategies in Dyersville. And for all of your construction needs, see Dave at Dave's Complete Construction in Delhi.
City of Manchester would like to wish all the area athletes, teams, and coaches the best of luck. The City of Manchester appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth on the field and in the classroom. Go teams!
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404. For more information, your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber, big town quality with small town service. Delhi Lumber, your authorized overhead Midland door dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
High School Athletic Union State Softball Tournament 2015 style. I'm telling you what, we've got a great two-way tournament so far. Top half of the bracket, Fort Dodge St. Edmunds was a 3-0 win over I-35. Iowa City, Regina pulling the upset. There's a fastball down the middle by Dolphin as Brianna Anderson takes that foul for strike one. Iowa City, Regina, and Durant and Cascade, all from the River Valley, making it to the state tournament. And Regina beating Durant with a mild upset, 2-1 in extra innings. And Cascade trying to join them on the winner's side. Durant will face I-35 at noon tomorrow. And the loser of this game will face Central Springs at noon. The winner will face IKM Thursday. There's a fastball on the outside part of the plate. And Anderson fouls that back. Now 1-2. Again, Dolphin doing a great job getting the Warrior batters to fish for pitches that are on the edge. She's doing a great job working the corners. Tucker behind the plate's doing a great job framing the ball. And Coach Weber calling the pitches. There's that drop ball. Dolphin throws a nice drop ball as that drops right behind the plate, but just a little bit too low. And the count evens up at 2-2. Again, top of the third, Cascade won the toss. They are the home team. And there's a ball inside, 3-2. Dolphin has been perfect so far. No runs and no hits for the Warriors. And the Warriors haven't got their bats loosened up yet. And that's going to be a line drive right back. Great play. What a great play. That's going to be a 1-4-3 line drive off the glove of Dolphin. And it comes to Annie Meyer. She followed the ball all the way in and made a quick throw to Bailey Clemens for the out. That's a 1-4-3. I'm telling you what, if Dolphin wouldn't have slowed that down, that would have been a base hit right up the middle because Anderson hit that right on the button. She took that 3-2 pitch and sent it right up the middle. Dolphin just got enough of glove on it to send it to Abby Meyer. There's another easy ground ball to the shortstop, Noelle Green. She makes that look easy. 1 pitch, 1 out for the 6-3 put out number 2. We go back to the top of the order, and Kirsten Mullen, the left fielder for North Union, coming to the plate. Again, Lindsey Dolphin, the junior for Cascade, doing a great job keeping the ball down. And I tell you what, you're facing a power hitting team. Drop ball by Dolphin, bounces behind the plate and off the shin guard of Tucker for ball number 1. If you're playing a team that hits the ball hard, Dolphins doing a great job keeping it down, knees and below, inside and outside. So North Union cannot get the fat part of the bat on the ball. And back to work. There's that drop ball again by Dolphin, a little bit too low as Mullen takes that for ball number 2. And Mullen, the right-handed batter, choked up just a little bit. There's that inside low pitch. I'm telling you what, that's a great pitch. If Mullen would have hit that ball, it would have been an easy dinker either to the third baseman or to the shortstop. It would have went right off the handle. Mullen hugging the plate a little bit, so a good spot. That's going to be a base hit as it bounces over the head of Dolphin. Mullen's going to chop that. It went down into the dirt right in front of Dawson, took a high bounce, and there was just a great piece of hitting there by Mullen as she gets the first hit of the night for the North Union Warriors. That's a 2-out single. She got her hands out in front, just chopped that ball down, and had enough on it to just bounce over the top of the outstretched glove of Lindsey Dolphin. And that's a 2-out single. First hit by the Warriors. Autumn Bowen will step in, and she can hit the ball a long ways. That's going to be a line drive right to the left fielder. Chloe Ray makes the catch on the line out to 7. I tell you what, Autumn Bowen hit that on a line, on a rope, but it just went exactly to Chloe Ray. She would have got that ball elevated a little bit. That would have been out of the park. So, no runs, 1 hit for the Warriors. No errors by the Cougars. 1 runner left on base, and after 2.5, our score remains the Cougars 4 and the North Union Warriors 0. Take a short timeout. We'll be right back with more action from Fort Dodge on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
A diamond of perfection deserves a jeweler of equal distinction. Kelleher selects jewelry the way you should choose a jeweler, very carefully. Trust the best. Choose Kelleher's jewelry for your jewelry. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, and coaches from Kelleher's Jewelry in Monticello.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply Free Checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Call Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all of your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Welcome back to Harlan Rogers Field. And we've got the Cascade Cougars coming to bat in the bottom of the 3rd. They will send to the plate 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hopefully Chloe Ray, Lexi Weber, Laura Kramer, and Riley Takus. Ray comes up to the bat, the left-handed. She's got great speed here. Great with the bat. There's a line drive to the center fielder. And I'll tell you what, that ball was sailing away from the center fielder. Emma Engelby almost got by her. Ray would have went 3 on that, I'm sure. Again, she hit that ball, that first pitch fastball by Olson. And I'm telling you what, that was a line drive right between second base and the shortstop, tailing away with that spin on it. And Engelby did a nice job corralling that. There's a foul ball. Bunt by Lexi Weber, trying to sacrifice Ray over. We haven't seen the arm of Autumn Bowen, but she's a senior. I imagine she's got a pretty good throw to second. So I'm telling you what, Chloe Ray's got some speed. And see if we get a bunt or a straight steal. There's a pitch. Here's a square by the bunt. And a high inside pitch by Olson. Ball number 1 as Weber squares. Weber now looking to coach Weber. Lexi Weber looking to coach Ken Weber for the signs there. And she's up in the box. And let's see if she squares. She squares again. There's a fine bunt to the third baseman. That's going to be a 5-4. The first baseman stayed back. Anderson stayed back. That's going to be a sacrifice hit, a 5-3. Sacrifice sends Chloe Ray to second with Laura Kramer coming to bat. She had a double to right field last time. Let's see if she can do it again. As the sun starts to set on Fort Dodge, 8:15. Started just a little bit late. And it's going to be a line driver to the center field, over the center field's head. And it's going to be another run for Cascade. A stand-up double by Laura Kramer as Olson gets that fastball right down the middle of the plate, and Kramer tattoos it for another RBI. That's the second RBI of the night for Laura Kramer. She goes 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. She has found something that she's liked in that fastball of Peyton Olson. I'm telling you what, she drilled that. The center fielder did not know what to do. It froze the center fielder. She just watched it go over her head, and it was a 1 bouncer. Here's a home run hitter. A foul ball to the third base off the handle. Excuse me, this is Riley Takis. She had a single in the 5-6 hole last time, and she goes down early 0-1 in the count. A first pitch fastball by Olson. Laura Kramer sends it to center field and plays Ray. How important that sacrifice bunt of Lexi Weber was to put Ray in scoring position. There's that changeup again, way high. She tries to keep Takis off balance for ball number 1. 5-0 score now. This would be a huge upset. I'm telling you what, Ken Weber has these girls playing very, very well right now, and I'm not sure if North Union was overlooking them. North Union looks just a little bit flat. Inside fastball by Olson. Takis takes a cut at it, but misses it. Count now stands at 1-2. In the bottom of the third, 1 out. Cascade up 5-0, picking up 6 hits so far. And a high fastball, high rise ball by Olson. And that's ball 2. 2-2 evens up the count. The sophomore Riley Takis, the right fielder. Again, the Cascade Cougars hugging the plate just a little bit. There's a fastball off the handle and over the head of Sarah Rowland. Kate Anderson, the shortstop, takes a run at it, but just out of her reach. That would give Takis another shot. Again, they're hugging the plate. Cascade Cougars are hugging the plate. And I'm telling you what, that inside pitch that Olson is pitching, everything's been off the handle. There's a fastball low and outside, and Takis takes a cut at it, misses it for a strikeout. That'll be the second out for the Cougars. That'll send up home run hitter Lisa Tucker, the catcher. And we'll see if she can get a hold of another fastball. We'll see what Olson's strategy is this time, as Lisa Tucker sent one to 215 feet over the center field fence in her last time at bat. Let's see if she can do it again. And plate, there's a high fastball by Olson. Easy ground ball back to him. And that's going to be a 1-3 put out for the third out of the inning. But the Cougars score one more run on 2 hits. No North Union errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. Again, another earned run by the Cascade Cougars on those hits. 5 earned runs now for the Cougars. And that's going to bring North Union up in the top of the 4th. Let's take another short break, and we'll be back with Sarah Rowland, Peyton Olson, and Kate Anderson for the Warriors. There's some softball action on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Wright Funeral Home wishes all the area athletes and coaching staff the best of luck for a successful baseball and softball season. Wright Funeral Home with locations in Cascade, Dyersville, Epworth, and Farley.
Come see the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation for all of your Sukup corn drying fans, heaters, and drying floors, all in stock. Good luck to all area athletes and coaching staff for continued success from the guys at New Vienna Ag Automation, your stocking Sukup sales and service dealer in New Vienna.
Regular channel tonight. We're on KMCH.com. Hopefully we've got some Cascade Cougar fans listening in right there at Farley, maybe on your smartphone, maybe catching it with something. We've got an upset to make here as the Cascade Cougars are up 5-0 on number 5. Nice change up by Dolphin to start the top of the 4th. Sarah Rowling, the third baseman for the Cougars, taking that pitch on the outside. Again, we saw the North Union Warriors hit Dolphin pretty high. That's a shot. That's going to be out. That's going to be over. That's going to be a home run by Sarah Rowling as Dolphin gets that pitch high down the middle of the plate. And you can see what those North Union Warriors can do with the bat as that ball went over the bleachers in left field. And all these fences at 200 feet, and that ball was hit probably 2 1/4 at least. We've got some guys standing up in the bleachers, and it was way over their head. They got some pine trees out there. Might be about 230. But I'll tell you what, Rowling pounded that ball as Dolphin got it up. And that's what these guys can do. top of the fourth inning. So Dolphins got to be very, very careful. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit by Peyton Olson, the pitcher, as she hits that ball right off the handle, a little bitty pop fly, and it was in between Dolphin and Tucker, and Dolphin let it bounce, and Dolphin's looking at Clemens, the first baseman, saying that was mine all the way. And it just kind of handcuffed. I think Dolphin thought it was going to be closer to her, and it just died. It had so much spin on it, it just died, and Dolphin let it bounce and couldn't pick up the throw. I think we're going to have a courtesy runner for Olson. Let's see who it is, number 31. Let's catch that up. Number 31 is going to be Roy McClellan. Roy McClellan, the courtesy runner. So she's going to go to first base. There's no outs here. The North Union Warriors get one run back on that home run, an 0-1 pitch. Dolphin started with a changeup and got it for a strike, and then came with a fastball. Got it a little bit too high down the middle. Actually, it was belt high for a rolling, and she parked it over the left center field fence. And back to action we go. That's going to be a high fly ball in the Never Land. That's going to be Noel Green dropping back behind second base, picking up the high fly ball by Kate Anderson. That's going to be a fly out 6 for the first out. And McClellan has to hustle back to first base, and she got off a little bit far. And Green a quick toss over to Clemens, but belly slide by McClellan got her back into the base. So first pitch strike by Anderson sends a fly ball to Green. Here comes a bunt. That's going to be a straight steal. No, it's not. It might be a straight steal as Anna Ingalls, the second baseman for the Warriors, comes to the plate. She squared to bunt and took a ball. I think it was a ball. There's nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Coach Ingalls is going to call a timeout, and he's going to talk to his second baseman, see what he can do to get McClellan into scoring position. And the defense by Cascade will meet in the circle and try to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Got a great opportunity for force out. Ingalls looks like she could be a slapper batting from the left side. Third baseman Laura Kramer in for Cascade. High pitch by Dolphin. Ball 2. Always got 1-1. Our umpire just had 1-1. So must have called that first pitch a strike. Ingalls pulled back. He called that first pitch a strike, so it counts 1-1. So that's going to be a high pitch. And now North Union's showing some patience here as our count is 2-1. 2-1. Coach Ingalls wasn't sure either as he comes to check our umpire and make sure the count is right. It is 2-1. We've got it up on the board now, 1 out. This is the top of the fourth. And there's a nice low pitch by Dolphin on the outside of the corner. Ingalls takes a swat at it, misses it as it goes into the glove of Tucker for strike number 2. And North Union has Rory McClellan on first base as the courtesy runner. And she tries to slap it down third base for a foul ball. I tell you what, that's some quick feet by Ingalls, as she was already 2 steps when Laura Kramer picked up the ball at third base. Ingalls was already 2 steps away from first base, so she can hoof it. Again, batting from the left side doesn't take. She's already 3 steps closer to the base. Ingalls with that bat way up in the air, high hands here. There's the pitch, and she tries again. That's going to be a foul ball. Foul ball. Coach Ingalls dragging his feet across the Fowler, and umpire takes a couple steps toward Coach Ingalls, and I'm not sure that he liked that. The umpire stepped out, called it right away, and Kramer fielded it. She drug some powder with it, and that's exactly what Coach Ingalls was saying. So a break there for Cascade, and Ingalls steps back in, and now she's going to get it down. Now it's a fair ball on the line, so does it again. That time it's a fair ball. So we got the Cascade fans upset behind us, and we got the North Union fans clapping their hands. So I'm telling you what, Engel stayed at it. That's persistence right there. She taps that ball right to Kramer, and Kramer didn't have any choice there. She had to pick it up. I'm not sure if it would have run foul anyway. That's going to be a high fly ball. Clemens over to the Warrior dugout, and that's going to be out of play for strike number one. Shirley Hanning, the designated player, up to bat for North Union. Coach Engel said, hey, look for a pitch down in your zone. So Dolphins got to be careful here. North Union's got runners at first and second with 1 out. And Dolphin winds up, going to throw that change up, and that's going to be a swing. Going to check it. I mean, no check there. That was Hanning taking a ball there as Dolphin came with a very, very nice changeup. I'm probably not asking for any help there. I thought Engels went around, Hanning went around, but she did not. Counted stands at 1-1. There's Dolphin keeping that ball down, throwing that drop ball, and Hanning tops it, but it rolls foul as Kramer picks it up over in shallow left field. The count now 1-2. And 5-1's our score here. Top of the fourth. Cascade up 5-1. There's a windup. There's the pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout. Dolphin comes with that changeup on the outside corner of the plate, and Hanning takes a whack at it, but whips it for the second out. And North Union with runners at first and second, now with 2 outs, and that's going to send Brianna Anderson to the plate for the North Union Warriors. And Anderson, let's check out her. She's a freshman. She's a first baseman. She's hitting 135. So, and what a catch. What a catch by Bailey Clemens as she steals the foul ball. That's no cone play by the sophomore first baseman. A quick first step, and Clemens snags it on the line out. First pitch again. North Union being very aggressive on the first pitch. And Clemens makes her pay for it as she takes the snow cone line out for the third out. And I'm telling you what, that was a huge play right there. Would have been foul regardless, but it kept Anderson from swinging the bat again. North Union is going to score 1 run on 3 hits. And no Cascade errors, and they had 2 runners left on base after 3.5. Cougar fans, you are up 5-1, trying to pull the upset here over the number 5 ranked Warriors from Northern Iowa here. Cascade ranked number 12 coming in. North Union ranked number 5, but when you get here, you can throw the rankings out. We'll stay here as the ball just went down to second base. You can throw the rankings right out the windows. We saw that earlier today in some of the other classes. Cascade will send to the plate in the bottom of the 4 with 7, 8, and 9. Bailey Clemens, who just made that outstanding play, caught that ball. She just squeezed it. Half the ball was in her glove, half of it was out. And she did a little slide and held the ball in her glove. And I tell you what, that's what it's about, is making plays. And to win this game, so Coach Weber said, we got to make some plays. We got to put the ball in play. We got to use our defense. And so far, they're playing a nice game here. All right, bottom of 4, Olsen to the mound. There's a high fastball to the shortstop. Ground ball by Clemens to the shortstop, Kate Anderson. And that's a 6-3 put out for out number 1. That was a solid contact by Clemens. And Clemens showing a little bit of speed, hustling down that, picking them up and putting them down that first baseline. Made that play a little bit closer. I think Anderson thought she had a little bit more time than that, but Clemens making it close. There's an outside pitch. That's in the right center gap. That's at the base of the fence. That's going to be a 1-out double. I tell you what, she hits that on the rope. That's Natalie Frazier, the designated player, taking that outside fastball to the right center gap, hit the bottom of the fence for a first pitch double. Well, as a coach, you love to see that. Hit the pitch where it's at. And Frazier takes that to the right center gap. And we're going to see some of that Cascade speed number 1, the courtesy runner or a pitch runner. That's going to be Annie Meyer, and she can make them. She's a flex player. She can step in there and run the bases. She's got some wheels. I'm telling you what, if Green can put this in play, Annie Meyer can score. We could see that. We could see that right here as the umpire's making his changes to his card here. Goes over to the North Union scorebook and gives them the change. Cascade up 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th. They've got their second batter, Natalie Frazier, on second base. Bailey Clemens with a ground out to start this inning. Also with the windup, there's that change up high. Takes it for ball 1. Green takes that for ball 1. Well, Green with a strikeout her first time at bat. She can fly also. She's hitting 241. Cascade's hitting 315 as a team. North Union hitting 368. There's a fastball right down the middle of the plate. And Noelle Green fouls that off to the third baseman, Sarah Rowling. She backhands it, gets the ball back to Olson on the mound. So again, we're seeing Cascade not flustered at all, not intimidated one iota by Peyton Olson, the senior at 20-7, with 146 strikeouts on the year. There's that outside fastball. Olson missed it. So what, Bowen set up on the outside corner, and Olson missed that, grooved one right down the middle, and she knew as soon as she released it, but Green top swung over it. She would have made contact. That would have been that hit, and that would have been Meyer scoring. Meyer get on second base, the flex player. There's that changeup. I'll tell you what, she does a nice job with that changeup. That looks like a fastball, and that's the second strikeout of the night for Noelle Green on that changeup. 1-2 count both times. And with 2 outs now, top of the order, Lindsey Dolphin, the pitcher for Cascade, steps to the plate. And Coach Ingalls is going to take a timeout here. And he's going to go talk to us. Lindsey Dolphin has hit the ball hard both times. A fly out to 7, and she's a pull hitter all the way. A base hit to start this game, and she scored a run. Well, we've got a break here. Let's thank tonight's sponsors, Crop Production Services, Herb Green Ford, Onward Bank and Trust, Rice Funeral Home, Weber Metals, and Weber Vending, all in Cascade, I believe. We thank you very much for being a tournament sponsor tonight on 94.7 KMCH. We're actually 90 KMCH.com tonight, sending our broadcast over the airwaves, over the computer stream tonight, and hopefully we got some people picking it up in Beckman, in Farley, and we'll see if there's outside fastball by Olson, and Dolphin takes that for ball number 1. 2 outs here. Annie Meyer, the flex player, on second base. Again, she's in the number 10 spot, but in that flex, she can come back in and play. There's an outside fastball by Olson. Ball number 1, count evens up, 2-0 to Lindsey Dolphin. See, Olson is not giving that Dolphin anything inside. Everything's coming to the outside of the plate. She'll probably walk, or she hangs one. That's the base hit. I'm telling you what, Annie Meyer can score. So that's an RBI single. RBI single for Lindsey Dolphin, and she takes that pitch. That was a ball. I mean, I can see it right here. That was a good pitch by Olson, but a better job hitting by Lindsey Dolphin. That ball was at least a ball and a half on the outside part of the plate, outside the strike. If she wouldn't have swung at it, it would have been a ball. And she again, these Cascade players are hugging the plate, and so far it's paying off as they're making Olson go outside, and when they are taking advantage of that outside pitch and sending it, there's a high inside fastball for ball number 1. Dolphin is 2 for 3 with 1 RBI, as the score now is 6-1. Cascade trying to pull the Houdini here and pull the big upset over. Tell you what, Cascade is hitting that ball hard. That's going to be a force out for the 3rd out of the inning. Fielder's choice by Ray. And that's going to be a 4-6. I'm not sure why Ingles went to second, but she did. And that's going to be a 4-6 for the third out as Ray hits a fielder's choice. Let's take a short time out. We'll be back with the top of the fifth inning. We're listening to softball action right here on 94.7 KMCH.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. All sandals on sale now. Riker Shoes is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays from 9 till 6. Wednesdays, 8:30 till 5:30, and Saturdays, 9 till 4:30. Don't miss their annual sandal sale going on now. Riker Shoes, your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
Welcome back to Harlan Rogers Sports Complex here in beautiful northern Fort Dodge, and we've got an outstanding night to play softball. Not a breeze going on. The lights are on, and we've got an outstanding game going here. If you're a Cascade Cougar fan, if you're a North Union Warrior fan, you might have brought your crying towel tonight, because right now it's Cascade 6 and North Union 1. Number 5, North Union at 33-9, coming into the tournament 20-0 in their conference. I'll tell you what, these Cascade Cougars are the hard chopper. And to Dolphin, and she's going to make the play. She's going to make the play off one knee. Lindsay Dolphin fields that ground bomb by Emma Engelby. Engelby tops it, takes one bounce, a short off. Dolphin fields it, goes down to one knee for a 1-3 put out. What a play. And again, that's what it's all about right here. I'll tell you what, making the routine plays and making some spectacular plays. And that's what you always talk about when you're coaching and playing. And that's going to be a soft liner and another shoestring catch there. I'll take it. And right there, and she scoops that off the blades of grass. Riley Takis takes the soft liner by Kirsten Mullen for a 5-9 on the first pitch for out number 2. She pulled that right off the top of the grass and kept that right in her glove. Tell you what, playing outstanding position softball tonight at the Cascade Cougars, and Coach Ingles at third base, he's just frustrated. There's one that's going to be over Takis' head. No, there's not. Takis makes a fine running catch, catches the ball over her shoulder, and she took off on the head. What a read on that play. Riley Takis, the fine sophomore. We thought that was going over her head for a triple. She makes a great drop step, a left drop step, and catches that ball over her left shoulder and sends Bowen to the dugout for a line out for the third out. I'm telling you what, that was a 1-2-3-4 pitch inning for Dolphin as the Warriors go down in order. That's no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and no earned runs after 4.5. Cascade up 6-1 and making this thing look easy. And North Union right now is playing a little bit stunned. We'll see if the Cougars can keep the pressure on a little bit as they come to bat. Let's take a short time out. We'll be right back with Cascade taking the plate. Listen to state tournament action at 94.7 KMCH.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
For all of your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical wishes all area teams, coaching staff, and fans continued success.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Yeah, welcome back to Fort Dodge and Harlan Rogers Sports Complex. And I tell you what a complex this is. And what a place to play the state softball tournament. If you've never been here, it's owe yourself to drive over here sometime and check this place out. We've got some defensive changes as number 30, Anna Ingles, who was playing second base, now comes in to pitch. Peyton Olson, the pitcher, goes to first base, and Brianna Anderson, the first baseman, goes to second base. So some defensive changes for the Warriors. And to see if this, I'll tell you what, Cascade's done a great job getting on Peyton Olson, and all of Cascade's 6 runs are earned. Olson was coming into here with an earned run average of 1.93. Well, after this game, that's going to go up quite a bit, as Cascade has tagged her for 8 hits and 6 earned runs. And to Coach Kenny Weber, you can't ask for anything more than that at this point in the game. It's the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning, and what Cascade has been playing a masterful game, making some spectacular defensive plays, making the routine plays look easy, and making the difficult plays, making those hard plays that they have to. Cascade's last trip to the state tournament was 1994, and they're trying to make 2015 a memorable one. Here's number 3 batter, Lexi Weber, and she takes the ball inside from new pitcher Anna Ingles. And there's a hard liner foul by Weber. She takes that inside pitch off her hands and fouls it off the screen behind us. So it's a 1-1 count for Weber. Strikeout and a 5-3 sack has been the number 3 hitter. Weber's tail of the tape so far. There's a high pitch by Ingles for ball number 2. And Coach Art Ingles changing pitchers as Cascade had Olson timed for the slow roller to the second baseman, and that's going to be a 4-3 put out for the first out, as that's Brianna Anderson, who was playing first, and Olson, who was pitching. Olson now at first base, and Anderson now playing second base. She did a nice job charging that slow roller for the putout. That's a ball on the outside portion of the plate. Almost caught the corner, but just a little bit too far out. This is Laura Kramer. She is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. She has absolutely plastered the ball tonight. That's ball number 2, as Ingles is trying to keep it out of her zone right now. Again, Cascade hugging that plate, toes on the front end of the batter's box, really making the Warrior pitchers come to the outside part of the plate. And when they do, Cascade's been all over it. There's a 3-0 pitch for strike number 1 to Laura Kramer. Again, she has the advantage. She's hit the ball, her first double with the right center, and her second double with the straightaway center over the center field's head. There's a pop-up behind us as Kramer takes a big cut. She's the third baseman for Cascade Cougars. Done a fine job tonight defensively and a fine job tonight hitting the ball. She's got 2 RBIs tonight, swinging the bat. And that's going to be hit number 3 as Ingles comes to the outside part of the plate, and Cascade takes that. So what they did, a nice job hitting the ball where it's pitched, and they're crowding that plate, making the North Union pitchers pitch to the outside part. And when they do, they have paid for it, as Cascade picks up hit number 9. Laura Kramer now 3 for 3 for the Cougars, and we've got a pitch runner. For Kramer. Let's check that out. Bailey Kopus, I believe. Number 14. Let's check it out. I thought I saw that uniform, Bailey Kopus. Running now. Bailey Kopus pitch running in the 5th for Cascade, and that's going to bring up to the plate Riley Takis with a single and a strikeout on the night. Great defense in that last inning. Great defensive play, and again, a ball 1. Cascade's made made these North Union pitchers throw some pitchers, and they've got ahead in the count. Cascade's made them work, and they've brought that fastball outside. That's going to be an easy, slow roller to the third baseman, Rowling, who picks it up and fires it over to Olson for a 5-3 put out for out number 2. The Copus, the pitch runner for Kramer, advances to second. And now you've got Lisa Tucker, the star of that first inning, hit that 3-run shot to dead center field. She comes back to the plate. She's only a sophomore. Again, Cascade with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sophomores in this group. Coach Weber's got a lot to work with coming back. There's a low fastball at the knees by Ingalls for a called strike 1 to Tucker. And Copa stands at second base with 2 outs, and you know on the hit she's going to be churning toward home. There's a ball in the dirt. Nice scoop by Bowen. And ball number 1, Anna Ingalls for North Union. And 20-0 in the conference was North Union, walking through that conference. And Cascade in that conference. That's the North Iowa Conference. Belmont, Clemmy, Osage, Eagle Grove, Algona, Gilligan, Gardner, Hayfield, North Iowa, Forest City, Lake Mills, Mason City, Newman, and West Hancock. So a very, very tough conference at that. North Union going 20-0. There's a high fastball by Ingalls for strike number 2. That evens the count at 2-2. And I'm telling you what, Cascade would love to have another hit here by Lisa Tucker. Ingalls winds up to her, tries to throw that changeup, but it lands high. Full count here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Again, if you're just joining us online, it's 6-1 in favor of the Cascade Cougars. And they're getting the job done here so far in their first tournament appearance since 1994. That's a long fly ball. That might be, that could be, and it's out. It's off the glove of Kristen Moore as she tried to climb the fence and snatch it. And I'm telling you what, Lisa Tucker, it's another 2-runner. It's another one. This was a 2-runner for a 5th RBI over left field, that 3-2 pitch for another dinger. I'm telling you what, Cascade is giving North Union a little bit of their own medicine here, fans. And Cascade has now tagged Olson and Ingalls for 2 home runs. I'm not sure Cascade's hit home runs. They've hit 16 home runs on the year. Kramer has hit 3. I'm telling you what, Tucker has hit on the year. Let's get the skinny on Lisa Tucker. She's only hit 1. Well, she's hit 2 tonight. She's picked up 5 RBIs. And she took that 3-2 pitch to left field and off the glove of Mullen. Mullen tried to glove it and just touched the glove, but over the fence. And there's a hard chopper to the third baseman by Clemens, and that's going to be a 5-3 put-out rolling to Olson. But again, Cascade tags North Union for 2 more runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. And after 5 complete, it's 8-1 in favor of the Cascade Cougars, everybody. What a game this is turning out to be. Let's take a short time out. We'll be right back with more from Rogers Field here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Farmers Savings Bank offers excellent service with convenient office hours, telephone banking, and online banking. Good luck from Farmers Savings Bank with locations in Colesburg, Elkhart Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, member FDIC.
All Seasons Auto Body in Monticello specializes in body repair and painting on all makes and models. All Seasons Auto Body offers free estimates and reasonable rates. Open Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Best of luck from All Seasons Auto Body in Monticello.
Onward Bank and Trust, your full-service community bank with offices in Monticello, Cascade, Marion, Cedar Rapids, Baldwin, and Onslow. They offer a variety of financial services, loan products, free online banking, bill pay, and free mobile banking. Building trust one customer at a time. Onward Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Certified Weber Metals, Cascade is a premier international supplier of world-class quality precision machine components, sub-assemblies, and assemblies. Weber Metals wish the Cascade Cougars and all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. Weber Metals in Cascade, providing the highest quality products and service to all of their customers.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
And welcome back to Crazy Harlan Rogers Sports Complex here in beautiful Fort Dodge on a beautiful night for softball. Cascade has turned the tables on number 5 North Union, leading 8-1 and pounding out, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this, pounding out 10 hits off a terrific North Union pitching staff. Lindsey Dolphin has thrown a masterful game so far for Cascade, limiting North Union to 4 hits and 1 run. Up to bat now for North Union is number 3 hitter, Sarah Rowling. She's the third baseman. And there's a fastball by Dolphin. That's going to even the count at 1-1. Tell you what, she's a big hitter. She cranked one last time to about 225 feet. And Dolphin knows she's got to keep the ball down. And that's going to be inside off the handle. That's going to be the green for a 6-3 put out. Noel Green with a 6-3 put out. That's a huge out for the Cougars as she covers a lot of ground out there. And she scooped the ball up, made a couple of great steps to her left. Scooped it up, took it on the big bounce, and a nice shot to Bailey Clemens at first base for the 6-3 put out. That's a huge out. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Warriors, Peyton Olson, who is going to be the pitcher of record so far. She's 1-1, a 6-3, and then a single on a pop-up. That's a hard chop, foul ball by Olson. She had a cut at that, may even the count at 1-1. Or she takes a big cut and she gets a hold of it. You know where it's going to go. And Lindsey Dolphin and the coach Kenny Weber have talked about where to pitch these power hitters. And talking to him before the game, there's a high fastball to the letters of Olson as she whips on it. Makes the count 1-2. That's a great pitch right there because Olson could not get her hands up that high. If she'd have made contact, that would have been a pop-up, I believe. The Chloe Ray hugging the chain link out in left field as Olson takes ball number 2 high and outside, a changeup by Dolphin. Dolphin's got a really nice little drop ball. She throws a good changeup, and she spot pitches that fastball, and she's done a super job so far. Here's the windup. There's a ball high, making the count 3-2. Peyton Olson is now the first baseman for the North Union Warriors. North Union Armstrong, Winstead, Twin City, Ledyard up there in North Iowa, a conglomeration of small towns making one fine softball team. And that's going to be a long foul ball out of play as Chloe Ray gets a nice jump on it, but it goes out of play. And that was a great pitch by Dolphin as it went off the handle. And Dolphin's doing a nice job working that inside corner, and everything that North Union has hit, with the exception of a couple hits, have been chinkers off the handle and have been easy to handle by the left side of the infield by Cascade. There's a 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a soft grounder, and that's going to be a bad throw by Green as Clemens could not scoop it. And Green took a little bit too much time on that. Well, she scooped it very nicely, got down, scooped it, came right up in the throwing position, and just waited, then threw a rocket. And it was in the dirt, and Clemens tried to come up with a great scoop, and didn't quite get it. So that will be an error. That's the second error committed by Cascade tonight. Again, 1 out as Coach Ingalls goes to his bench, and I think he's looking for a runner. And it might be a replacement here. If Olson goes out, she can be pitch run for. She's in a different position. She was courtesy ran for before. Now she can be pitch run for. And we'll see who Coach Ingalls pulls out of the dugout to run for. This is going to be number 8. This is going to be Nicole Bergeson. She's a freshman utility player. Number 8, Bergeson, will pitch run for Peyton Olson. As with 1 out, North Union puts a runner out first. Again, our score is 8-1 here. Cascade looking at 10 hits. All Cascade's runs, I believe, 4, 5, 6, 7, all their runs are earned. They have just hit the ball to spots and done it magnificently. Trying to set up a game. There's a wild pitch by Dolphin, and Bergeson's going to advance to second. Wild pitch by Dolphin, and Dolphin, you can kind of see she was disgusted with that. She knew when she released that was going to be a bad pitch, and Tucker tried to step to the outside and block that, but it was just a little bit too far to the outside. As up to bat right now is Kate Anderson. She's suffered 2 flyouts, a flyout to shortstop and a flyout to right field her first time up. There's that inside pitch for a strike by Dolphin. Our count now evens up at 1-1. Dolphin's done a masterful job working that inside corner and not letting these powerful North Union hitters get the fat part of the bat on the ball. High pass ball outside, making Anderson take a look at it. Anderson is a North Union shortstop. And her number is 28, and she's a freshman. That's a high pop up to the third baseman, Laura Kramer, for a fly out 5 for the second out of the top of this 6th inning. So a 6-3, then a fly out 5, and up to bat now is a left-handed hitter, Anna Ingalls. She is 1 for 2 tonight. With a bunt, tried to bunt the first time and threw out by the catcher. And then she bunted for a single. There's that hard chopper again. That's a foul ball. This time Kramer on the spot there, scoops that up and makes a solid throw on the speedy Ingalls for a 5-3 put out for out number 3. So that error did not hurt the Cascade Cougars at all. North Union, again, no runs on no hits. There was 1 Cascade error, 1 runner left on, and no earned runs. So after 5.5, Cascade in control here by a score of 8-1. Let's take a short timeout. We'll be right back with more action on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Pete Small Engine Repair is proud to support all the area athletes and coaches. For all of your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Experts. Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck. Go teams.
The 2015 state tournament, Cascade not here since 1994. Ken Weber, the 4th-year head coach for Cascade, has got his Cougars playing very, very well. Cascade, the regional action, beat Maquoketa Valley 4-3, beat Clayton Ridge 1-0, beat Denver 7-0. They are on a roll here coming into the tournament, and that's what you like to do at this time of year. Play on a roll, play with great confidence, get the job done. He's got 2 seniors in that lineup, and coming up to the plate is one of his juniors. You got 8-9-1 in the bottom of the 6th. There's a little dinker, and that's going to be a base hit over the pitcher's head. They're right in front of second base for a base hit by Natalie Frazier. She picks up hit number 2. That one right off the handle over the head of Ingalls and right in front of second base. And the shortstop from North Union, Kate Anderson, gloved it. They did not have enough time to throw out the speedy Frazier. And now going into run is going to be number 1, Annie Meyer. She's going to flex. She's at flex, and she's going to go in and run again. She ran in the 4th, and now she's going to run again in the 6th. Again, she's running for that designated player. They're doing a fine job at that, working the flex for the DP, and that is just working out very, very nicely as Meyer, very, very speedy, scored on that RBI single by Lindsey Dolphin in the 4th inning. And Annie Meyer on first base, that base hit by Frazier. Frazier now is 2 for 3 to the plate tonight and making it look very, very easy. And we've got number 9 batter, Noel Green. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. We've got a pitch hitter. We've got number 10 for Cascade. It's going to be a pitch hitter. Number 10 is going to be Macy Weber. Macy Weber will pinch hit here in the 6th inning. Macy Weber is the other pitcher for Cascade. She's a junior. And then let's check out the skinny on her here. She's batting 111. She's got 9 at-bats with 1 run and 1 hit. And she's got 1 RBI. She's walked 4 times, so she's got a good eye at the plate. Let's see if she decides to score around the butt. And she does. That's going to be a ball in the dirt by Ingalls. Nice scoop by Bowen to keep it from being a pass ball. Macy Weber trying to square around. Cascade looking for another run. They're up by 7. But I'm telling you what, as you saw in the last game, it's not over till it's over. There's that high pitch. Great job by Ingalls getting the ball up in the zone. And Weber scores around, takes a cut at it, and tries to get the bunt down. Coach Weber there giving some signs there to his Macy Weber is a junior. And she's down on the bat, high hands here. She's going to square again. Here's a changeup by Ingalls, high in the zone. Weber pulls the bat back, and ball 2. 2-1 here. And the Cascade Cougars are home tonight, so they are mathematically 3 outs away from advancing. They will play again at 1:30 on Thursday with a win. There's a strike right down the pipe by Ingalls. Not sure if she missed the bunt sign or if he had hit on, but regardless, she missed it, watched it go by, and the count evens up at 2-2. There's a high fastball by Ingalls for strike number 3 and 1 out. So that ninth position for Cascade has produced 3 strikeouts tonight, 2 by Green and 1 now by Macy Weber. And Meyer still stranded at first base. That brings us to the top of the order. And Lindsey Dolphin 2 for 3, hitting the ball very, very hard for Cascade. See if she can go 3 for 4 here. Outside pitch. There it is again. That's going to be a base hit. And it's going to be past the center fielder and the right fielder. And she's going to score. And that's going to be out of third. But the run's going to score. That's going to be a single and an error by the center fielder. It's going to end up being an RBI. They get off of an RBI, and that's going to be a 9-1-5 for out number 2. But Meyer hooks it all the way from third base to score. I think that will probably not be an RBI, as that was an error by the center fielder. That was a single with an error by Dolphin as that ball scooted right under the glove of Emma Inglesby. But that's that insurance run you were talking about. I tell you, 2 more runs here by Cascade, and this game's over. Chloe Ray can get a hold of one here, which she can. Tell you what, Cascade is not done yet. 2 outs. Well, would you like to end it right here? High fastball taking it inside. The count is now 2-0. And Chloe Ray, these Cascade players have been hugging the plate all night and making the North Union pitchers work the outside. And when they find that pitch, they've been driving it to the outside of the plate. That right foot of Chloe Ray bat on the left side. There's an inside pitch for a strike by Ingalls, 2-1. Chloe Ray's right foot, she's a left-handed batter. Her right foot is at the very front of the box and right on the chalk line. She can't get any closer to the plate or any farther ahead in the box. She tries to take that pitch to left field, swings on it, misses, evens the count at 2-2. Ingles doing a nice job hitting the spots for the Warriors. 2 outs for the Cascade Cougars, but they pick up a very, very important insurance run, if you want to call it that. 2-2-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. There's the windup. There's ball number 3 as Ingles tries to work the outside corner, misses. Ray watches it go by. Coach Ken Weber very, very pleased at this point. But as we said, it's not over till it's over. North Union can score a lot of runs. I'll tell you what, after that first inning, the Cascade put in, there's a pop-up. That could be an out. Nice drop step by Rowland as she picks up the fly ball there for out number 3. But Cascade does it again. They score 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 North Union error. That was the first error of the ball game, but it was a costly one as that let Meyer score. Nobody left on base, and no one runs that inning. After 6, Cascade Cougars 9, the North Union Warriors 1. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break for the top of the 7th inning. You're listening to State Softball here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Monticello Sports is your retail sporting goods store in Monticello. They carry shoes, uniforms, and equipment and do specialty screening for all area schools. Monticello Sports is your specialty sporting goods shop in Monticello. Go Teams!
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
And a very good evening, a very welcome back. Happy Cascade crowd at this point. I'm telling you what, the fans that they did bring are very, very pleased. There's going to be strike 1 by Lindsey Dolphin. Up for North Union is 7-8-9 Shaylee Hanning, who is 0 for 2. Brianna Anderson, who is 0 for 2. And Emma Inglesby, who is 0 for 2 for North Union. So Lindsey Dolphin has pitched a masterful game, keeping the ball down, working the inside corner as she did right there. She's up quickly 0-2 on the count. Hanning with a 1-3 to lead off the game and a strikeout in the 4th. And she's down 0-2 here. She's a designated player for the North Union Warriors. And there's a windup by Dolphin, tries to come outside and just misses, tries to paint that outside corner, just misses for ball number 1. Tell you what, that was close right there as Lisa Tucker tried to frame that, tried to pull it in. And we're going to see a fastball in here. And that's going to be a foul ball to Laura Kramer as she backhands at third base. And Shayla Henning takes off for first base. Umpire calls it foul, and she's going to come back and reload in the batter's box. 9:09 is our time. Just under an hour and 20 minutes here for this game. And I did not get the official starting time, but we were a little bit late because that other game, there's a change up. That's going to be a pop-up to Noelle Green. A soft liner to Noelle Green, and she's, I tell you what, she covers a lot of ground out there. She's got a great glove. She's only a sophomore. She's played an outstanding shortstop defensively. She hasn't hit the ball tonight at all, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure if you are Coach Ken Weber, you'll sacrifice the offense tonight for the defense that she's played. And that's going to be a base 6 and 5-6 hole for Brianna Anderson as she goes to the 5-6 hole for her first hit of the night. And that gets a runner on first base. That brings up number 9 batter Emma Inglesby for the Warriors. So the top of the order for North Union will get one more shot here, providing Inglesby doesn't hit into a double play. I'm telling you what, wouldn't you like to see a 6-4-3 double play to end this baby up right now, or a 4-6-3 double play, or a 5-4 double play, whatever. Let's see a double play to end this. That's ball 1 by Dolphin as she tries to work that inside corner to Inglesby. There's a windup by Dolphin. There's that inside, and it's going to be a line out. There's your double play. And boy, what a play by Green. She knew exactly where to throw. line drive by Englesby to Green for the second out. Green did not even hesitate. She threw right back to first base. Diving in was Anderson, but that's the second out. And Noelle Green has been money at the shortstop, with the exception of that one throw in the dirt. She has been money. And here we come to the top of the order, Kristen Mullen. She is 1 for 3 on the night for North Union. There's the first pitch. It's in the dirt as Dolphin tries to come with a changeup, and she said, that was my bad. For ball number 1, she takes a couple steps behind the mound, actually about 5 or 6. She's out of the circle, takes a deep breath, points her outfield. Hey, there's 2 outs. And working that inside corner, there's a high fastball. Big lead by Anderson at first base. Tucker had a notion to zing it down there as Clemens was covering. And Cascade coming in as 22 and 10. So, telling you what, finding the answer here. That's going to be a foul ball off the foot of Mullen. Again, that inside pitch off the handle right into the foot. North Union has not had an answer for Lindsay Dolphin here. She has pitched a masterful game. She's pitched a 4-hitter, a 1-run 4-hitter, 5-hitter now. There's a hard chopper. That's going to be a base hit into the 5-6 hole. So North Union's got something going here with 2 outs. As a base hit with 2 outs by Kirsten Mullen. She is now 2 for 4. As she goes to the 5-6 hole, that's going to bring up the catcher, Autumn Bowen. She's hit the ball hard all 3 times. She got on the first time at bat with an air, and then a line out to left field and a line out to right field. So she has whacked the ball around, but Cascade's been in the right position to make the play. 2 outs here. Cascade's looking for out number 3 and advancing to the next round on Thursday. And I'll tell you what, that's out. That is out right there. Center field pitch. The catcher, Autumn Bowen, cast one here, and Dolphin knew that. As soon as she let go of it, as soon as Bowen made contact, that's a 3-run dinner for Bowen. And I'll tell you what, it's 9-2. We talked about this earlier. It's 9-4, and you got some more power coming up. Dolphin knew that as soon as she threw that pitch, as soon as it went off the bat of Bowen, all she could do was tuck her chin down into her chest, and she turned to watch it sail over the fence. And on center field was Lexi Weber. All she could do was watch it go over. You knew that was a jack off the bat. There's a fastball there by Dolphin. Got that ball up just a little high also, almost in the wheelhouse of Rolling. Rolling has cranked one out over left field about 2 1/4 in inning number 4. So she has the power too. And that's a high fly ball to short center. She was going to catch it, and Green drops it. Has a spin on the ball. Now Green gets underneath it and hits the palm of her glove and spins out. Just talked about money at shortstop, and you knew that was going to be trouble right there. The center fielder, Weber, was in to make the catch. Green called her off, and Green moved over almost behind second base position. And I'm telling you what, that hit on the palm of her glove and spun out. And that's going to put Rolling on. That's going to put Rolling on first base, and that's going to bring Peyton Olson up. She is 1 for 3 with a 6-3 and a hit, and reached on an error last inning. So she can jack the ball also. Peyton Olson has hit on the year, has hit 2 home runs. So she's got some power. She can swing the lumber also. So Dolphin's got to be very careful here. That's going to be an inside strike, inside fastball. So Dolphin coach Ken Weber called timeout. Trying to get his kids to regroup. All you're doing for right now is playing for outs. You got 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and you're playing for outs. There's a ball in the dirt by Dolphin, evens the count at 1-1. So Olson trying to extend this inning. with 2 outs. Autumn Bowen jacked one over the center field fence. And that's going to be a slow roller to Tucker. She's going to throw it over to Clemens for the 3rd out of the game, and that's going to do it. Peyton Olson with a 5-3 soft ground ball. Kramer does a nice job filling that up. It's going to be 3 runs. 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 Cascade error. There was 1 runner left on base. And all 3 of those runs were earned. Let's take a short time out. I tell you what, Cascade is going to advance, pulls a mild upset here. And Coach Jeff Linder from the Gazette must have knew what he was talking about this morning. He picked Cascade to win this first round game. As they pull a mild upset, number 12 beats number 5, 9-4, and they will play Thursday at 1:30 against IKM Manning, who also pulled a mild upset with a 8-7 win in 8 innings over Central Springs. So it'll be Cascade at 23-11 playing IKM Manning at 26-8 Thursday on the field at 1:30 p.m. So let's take a short time out. I'm going to put all these facts together, all the stats together, and then we'll come back with our recap. Stay with us. You won't want to miss it. You can cover state softball here at Eastern Iowa Sports Station, 94.7 KMCH.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, call Dwayne at Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville. They are licensed and insured and offer free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care, your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
For all your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feeds dealer, the Edgewood Feed Mill. Good luck to all area athletes, teams, coaches, and fans from the Edgewood Feed Mill, your egg feeds experts in Edgewood.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Monticello Equipment wishes the best to all area athletes, teams, and coaching staff for continued success. For all of your ag equipment needs, see your Gold Star certified John Deere dealer, Monticello Equipment in Monticello.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Honey Creek Storage has 2 locations for your storage needs, with units now available in several different sizes. Honey Creek Storage wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. Honey Creek Storage. Check them out at www.honeycreekstorage.com.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Accent Laser Service is your local authorized Hewlett-Packard reseller for sales, service, supplies, and accessories. They stock a complete line of new and Accent brand toner cartridges, as well as new and compatible ink cartridges. Accent Laser Service at 969 East Main Street, number A in Manchester.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The staff at Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville, proud to support all the area athletes and coaches. Good luck in tournament play from Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living specialize in long and short-term skilled care. Good luck to the area athletes, teams, and coaches for continued success from Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, both in Edgewood.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Of softball, I'm not sure what the outcome of the game at Farley West of the Cascade Cougars playing the Beckman Blazers. That was a big one. I'm telling you what, there's none bigger in the history of Cascade softball in this game here tonight. As number 12 ranked Cascade came in playing a very, very good number 5 North Union Warrior team that was a state leader in hits, runs, home runs in Class 2A. They swing the bat hard, they play, but I'll tell you what, Cascade came in here with a great game plan, and that Cascade is going to leave here with a very, very hard-fought 9-4 win here. And here's the tail of the tape here. Cascade had 9 runs on 12 hits and committed 3 errors tonight. Again, those errors did not hurt them one bit tonight. North Union scored 4 runs on 7 hits and committed 1 error. Lindsay Dolphin was your winning pitcher tonight. She pitched a complete game, 7-inning game. She picked up the win, and that moves her record. That moves her record to 11-4 on the season. She gave up 4 runs. All those runs were earned on 8 hits. She had no walks, and she had 1 strikeout tonight, and she had 1 wild pitch. The story of this game was the hitting of Lisa Tucker and Cascade as a whole. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number 6 hitter for Cascade had 2 jacks and 5 RBIs tonight. That first 4-run inning for Cascade set the tone of the game. I think it shell-shocked the North Union Warriors. I think they might have been caught looking past Cascade and their record and their finish in the conference. And Cascade pulled the switch on them, and Cascade came out of here with a win. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I thought I put it in my notes here. Maybe I did not. Cascade, I had their conference where they finished. Here it is right here. Cascade was 10-8 in their conference. They finished in a tie for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They finished in a tie for 6th place with Comanche, Northeast Goose Lake winning that. So I tell you what, out of that conference, that River Valley Conference, Durant Bennett's a state qualifier, Regina's a state qualifier, and Cascade's a state qualifier. 2 of those teams, Regina and Cascade, are going to advance on the winner's side of the bracket. So a tough conference that Cascade plays in. So you can't look at the record. You can't get caught looking past them. And North Union might have been doing that just a little bit tonight. I was hoping to get a couple comments from Coach Weber, but he is excited. He is busy. He's talking to a lot of people. I'm not sure here it comes right now, smiling. So hopefully we can get a couple of comments, and we'll see if we can share this mic a little bit to see if it'll work for us here as we look at this game. And here he is right here. Coach will have to kind of share a mic here as I'm flying solo. But congratulations on a great win. You haven't been to the state tournament since 1994, and you come here as a huge underdog all night before the game. We started saying this is a classic match as David and Goliath. You got a team like North Union that hits the ball hard, hits the ball long, is a state leader in hits and runs scored and all this stuff. But, Coach, you came in here tonight, you out-hit them, you outplayed them, you out-pitched them, and you won the game.
Yeah, coming into the game, we knew we had a big challenge. And, with our girls, they're such competitors, and they've shown it the last 4 games, with building right into a regional play. And, when we got here, we knew if we had our game plan set that, our defense, offense, we could get the job done here the first game. Wow, lot of great things here by us tonight. I mean, great pitching, key hits, nice butts. It's just an outstanding performance by us tonight.
Well, you talk about making some plays, but you got to talk about the pitching of Lindsey Dolphin tonight, keeping the ball down, keeping the hitters off balance. They tagged a couple, but you knew they were going to do that at some point. You had to weather the storm. You weathered the storm, but Lindsey did a great job keeping the ball down and in, and a lot of their balls went to the left side off the handle, so they were easy outs for your infielders.
Yeah, and that was a big thing. Coming in, looking at North Union, 35 home runs as a team. We definitely needed to make sure that we're pitching the power hitters in on the hands or off the plate, make them chase things. And Lindsay did a great job in on the hands. You're exactly right there. She got him in on the hands, late in the game. A couple of girls, with Lindsay throwing a lot of pitches here late innings, they got a couple good hits off her, but, the little cushioning of runs helps us prevail.
We'll talk about that big first inning. You scored 4 runs in the first inning. The highlight of that was that 3-run jack by Lisa Tucker. Talk about getting the momentum to start the game. That kind of shell-shocked North Union, and you had the upper hand at that point.
Yeah, and that's how we've been here the last couple of weeks, saying, when you can put pressure on teams, getting on the board right away, it makes them battle. And, that first inning, with us coming here yesterday, watching some of these games, we knew the strike zone was a tight box. And I told the girls, you know what, it's going to be there. It's just a matter of you swinging hard, keep your head down and making hard contact. And, Lisa, that first inning, got one right on the outer part and drove it right over the fence, which was a huge hit for us.
And then she came back in the bottom of the 5th and jacked another. That was a 3-1 count. One thing your hitters also did, were very patient at the plate and were looking for good pitches to hit. And when you made contact, you hit the ball hard.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. I truly believe our team is set on fast pitching. We do a great job when the girls are throwing hard, and when we're patient, not swinging at bad pitches, a lot of good things happen for us.
Talk about the play that inning where North Butler had a little roll. Talk about the play of your right fielder. She made a couple of great plays. That was the top of the 5th inning, where she caught the soft liner off the grass, and then she made a huge running catch over her shoulder to knock North Union out of a possible rally. That's 2 huge plays defensively.
2 big plays. Riley's been awesome in right field. She's been out there the last 3 years for me. Very aggressive when the ball's hit. It doesn't have the greatest speed out there, but she gets a great jump. And that one that she caught at her ankles, she got a good jump coming in. But I was more amazed at the one that she caught over the top of her head running back to the corner to catch it. That was a huge play for us.
Well, I was calling triple all the way, and she made a great left drop step, and just happened to, she got that glove up at the right time and snagged it, and that saved a triple. And North Union was trying to get the momentum back on their side, and a play like that just thwarts any enthusiasm and momentum that the team can have.
Yeah, and hands out to our girls. I mean, they come ready to play. Anytime that we had the momentum high on our side, we didn't let them break it. I mean, we come up with some big plays, and you know what? That's just a sign of an outstanding team.
Well, now you get to come back and play on Thursday, and you get to play a very scrappy IKM team, and they played the game before this one. I got to watch that whole game, and that's going to be quite a game. And it looks like two teams that are pretty evenly matched. Their pitcher's not overpowering, throws a lot of junk. I watched her. She's got a great curveball, nice changeup, pretty good rise ball. She's only a freshman, but is a good control pitcher. But that's a team that never quits. So that's going to be a fun game to play on Thursday.
Yeah, it will be. And we did have a chance to watch the first 2-3 innings with them. Yeah, she's definitely a scrappy pitcher with a lot of off-speed stuff. You know what? Hey, we get one day to prepare for it, and I know when it comes to Thursday, my girls will be ready to play.
Well, you know what, Coach? We will be here having that game for you once again. So we want to thank you for spending some time with us, and go get them on Thursday. It's a lot of fun.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for covering us.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the fine coach of Cascade. Fine coach of Cascade, Ken Weber, and his team advances with a 9-4 win over a very, very good North Union team, making the most of his first state tournament appearance. Cascade will advance and play IKM Manning on Thursday at 1:30 p.m. on Matera Field right here in Fort Dodge, and I believe we will have that game for you in some form or fashion. So you want to stay with it. Well, that's going to do it from Fort Dodge. Once again, the Cascade Cougars pull the Houdini and get the big upset winner by a score of 9-4, out-hit the state's leading hitting team 12-7 and come away with a 9-4 win. So congratulations to Cascade Cougars as they advance into the state tournament. Well, that's going to do it from here. I'm going to make the trek back to Eastern Iowa. Thanks for joining us on KMCH.com. I want to thank Ashley Bramey for keeping us up and keeping us running tonight at the station. Again, we've had some fine tournament sponsors. Again, thank you for sponsoring softball state tournament style here on Eastern Iowa Sports Leader, KMCH 94.7, Eastern Iowa Sports Leader. Hey, everybody, have a safe trip home, and we'll see you back here on Thursday. Good night.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaches, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Cornerstone Family Practice and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital are proud to support the area athletes, teams, and coaches and wish them continued success. Cornerstone Family Practice and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital, your experts in healthcare.
Does your athlete have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop by the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
Bodensteiner Implement are proud sponsors of all area athletes, teams, and coaches and wish them continued good luck. For all your John Deere needs, see Bodensteiner Implement, your Gold Star John Deere dealer at one of your local locations.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentives at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.